Hi, my name is Rafal Kocielnik. I'm a Computing Innovation Fellow at California Institute of Technology. And at Caltech, I'm embedded in the core AI group. But my PhD background is from University of Washington, and it's in human-computer interaction. So at Caltech, I'm leveraging my expertise in both areas to address problems related to human AI interaction, specifically having a human-centered approach to AI. With this, I'm looking at three big areas when human AI interact. The first area is human AI interaction in health, where I'm working on a project to help young surgeons that practice robot-assisted surgery to become better surgeons. And in this project, we have an AI component with computer vision that detects errors that students commit. But we use this information further, leveraging my HCI knowledge to deliver audio feedback to help them become better and accelerate training. So the second area I'm focusing on is applying modern AI to help detect and diagnose biases in human-produced content, such as in social media. This is a very timely and big problem. And the challenges here are, of course, that in social media, there's so much volume produced that you cannot have human modellators label everything. At the same time, biases are very nuanced, multifaceted. And traditional approaches required collecting a lot of data to train models, which is expensive. At the same time, they also require specific expertise. What we're proposing in this work is that we show relatively few carefully selected examples are enough to detect different dimensions of bias, and we can also express the testing of the bias in this context in a natural language that's understandable, for example, for domain experts. So it allows us to not have to collect a lot of data and at the same time being flexible with the dimensions of bias by just switching the definitions. So that's the second area. And the third, also very important area, is helping non-experts to diagnose and understand challenges such as biases as well in the AI models themselves. So the previous area I mentioned we used AI for detecting biases in human-produced contents. In the third area, we're actually looking at what biases AI experience itself. And for this, again, I'm leveraging my HCI knowledge to help take technical methods for testing bias that allow you to test, for example, different associations between genders and professions. And I'm wrapping up these methods in a human-centered tool that allows non-experts to quickly test the models and also understand the outcomes of such a test so they can provide valuable multidisciplinary feedback for AI researchers and general community to be able to improve such models. So in general, across this project, what's the value of AI with a human-centered approach? So there are three aspects. It's important to prototype, to envision the whole workflow, not only the AI part, but also how it's going to be used by end users. It's important to prototype not only the AI part, but also the human-centered part in parallel. And finally, also show that there are existing methods that could be adapted in a creative and novel ways to help non-experts understand AI better.